By Nathan Layne Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Donald Trump, pioneer for Republican presidential candidacy, Saturday to its supporters Philadelphia and other two Democratic cities in 2024 to protect vote in 2024. Speaking at two events in Iowa, Trump tried resist increasing concern that return of White House to White House was a threat. Democracy. Even if he faced criminal charges for his efforts to reverse the loss of 2020. Trump tried to translate the scenario paint President Joe Biden as dangerous autocrat. And he called him a communist, fascist tyrant. Biden's re-election campaign spokesman said Trump's interpretations that depicted Biden as a threat of democracy were an attempt to distinguish the people's attention from their own problems when we look at next year's general elections. Trump said that it was important to examine vote in war area states that would determine result. Michigan chose largest cities in Pennsylvania and Georgia, all Democratic castles at the center of fake voter claims made by Trump and allies 3 years ago. That's why most important part of the emergence is to protect vote. And you must Detroit and enter Philadelphia and some of these places. Trump said in a suburb of Day. Trump did not specify who wanted to enter into the cities. A campaign assistant, when was asked to clarify, he said referred to survey observers and volunteers, whose target will be a safe choice. This would coincide with plans summarized by the Republican National Committee, which aims to hire and educate tens of thousands of survey workers and observers in states that were warmly discussed because their voting preferences could be shaken to Republicans or Democrats. Variable period for democracy. Trump, who was president from 2017 to 2021, said that some historians repeated Nazi Germanic language in midst of increasing investigation on last discourse on expulsion of campaign, which includes referring to his political enemies as insects. Timothy Naftali, a senior research expert, Columbia University International and Public Relations School, said Trump's comments calling to examine elections in major Democratic-controlled cities, trying to weaken the trust the U.S. elections. He said, "We are in a very variable period in our democracy. If he's trying to increase the trust in our system, it must be more clear." But what he said today was in the context of insecurity to our system. In recent weeks, Biden's re-election campaign went more aggressively after Trump emphasized possible policies that he claimed to be harmful to legal problems and economy will harm foundations of democracy. For example, Trump promised to use his power to imprison his political enemies. Donald Trump has a personal weapon in 2025 to lock America's political enemies in 2025. Campaign spokesman Ammar Moussa said, after defending plan to remove health services from millions of Americans. This is the last desperate initiative his distract